Hello. The name of this segment is Stop the Stigma and Shaming in Mental Health, and Let's Normalize Mental Health Wellness. So this title was chosen deliberately to convey both a problem and a solution to our approach in mental health care. So let's break this down. Stop the stigma. This phrase calls for action against the negative biases and stereotypes often attached to mental health. Stigma here refers to the unjust shame or judgment that can discourage individuals from openly addressing their mental health well-being. So by saying stop, we're advocating for a halt to these harmful mindsets that create unnecessary barriers. It's a strong, clear message that challenges everyone to reflect on their own attitudes and to encourage others to be more accepting and understanding. So, shaming. This part is included to clarify that stigma is often rooted in shame, which can cause to silence, isolation, and hesitancy in seeking help. Shaming can be subtle, like making judgments, using dismissive language, or overt, like discrimination or exclusion. By explicitly naming shaming, we emphasize the emotional impact that stigma has on individuals, aiming to inspire empathy and respect our interactions. So, normalize mental health wellness. This section speaks to our goal to make mental health wellness a natural, accepted part of life. Just like physical health, by Normalize, we're saying that seeking help, discussing mental health, and prioritizing wellness should be an everyday practice, free from judgment or shame. It's about promoting a cultural shift where mental health is seen as normal, even essential part of wellness. So in essence, this title isn't about removing barriers. It's about building a positive, inclusive approach to mental health that fosters open conversations, understanding, and support for everyone. So, welcome to Mind Over Matters Therapeutic Wellness Services. I am Sharonda Bagwell, a board-certified psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner with a commitment to providing holistic and compassionate mental health care. With over 25 years in healthcare, I bring empathy and a deep connection to the work that I do. My lived experiences and understanding of shared challenges allows me to truly connect to my clients, helping them feel seen, heard, and valued. Our mission is to empower individuals across all ages, children, adults, geriatrics, through tailored psychiatric services. And we also offer weight management for adults. And with this, we're helping each person achieve their wellness goals in a supportive and inclusive environment. And starting in December, we will be accepting patients in New York, expanding our reach to provide flexible, accessible care options. So, located in Lakeville, Massachusetts, we proudly serve clients across the state through both virtual and in-person sessions. For patients requiring controlled substances, an initial visit is necessary to establish the best care foundation. So, thank you for considering us for your mental health and wellness journey. We look forward to walking alongside you toward a healthier, more fulfilling life. Okay, so let's just get to it. Mental health touches every part of who we are. It's about our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It shapes how we think, feel, and act, influencing how we handle stress, connect with others, and make everyday choices. Good mental health helps us cope with life's ups and downs, building healthy relationships, and make decisions that feel right for us. When we're mentally healthy, we're more resilient. We can work through our challenges, and we can find fulfillment in our lives and connection with others. Mental health is a lifelong journey that affects us at every stage of life, shaping our experiences and how we navigate each phase. In early and middle childhood, mental health influences how children develop social skills, cope with new experiences, and form foundation for healthy emotional regulation. During adolescence, mental health becomes essential for handling pressures of identity, independence, and peer relationships. In young adulthood, it supports the transition into independence, career choices, and building lasting relationships. As we move into the middle adulthood, mental health helps us balance responsibilities, manage stress, and adjust to life challenges. In an older adulthood, it becomes crucial for maintaining a sense of purpose, adapting to physical changes, and nurturing connections. At every stage, mental health shapes our ability to thrive, connect, and find a meaningful life. So, mental health challenges can be influenced by several overlapping risk factors that create complex barriers to well-being. So, housing instability or inaccessibility is harmful because without stable housing, individuals may face increased stress, anxiety, and depression. Healthcare inaccessibility or access issues limit access to healthcare that can delay or prevent mental health support, allowing conditions to worsen. Education barriers, which includes inaccessibility and equality, means that a lack of quality education can limit life skills and job opportunities, affecting self-esteem, financial stability, both of which impact our mental health. Okay, so childhood adversity and adverse child experiences includes things like childhood trauma, which could be things such as abuse or neglect. It can lead to long-term mental health issues, including anxiety and depression. Social isolation means that loneliness and lack of support can contribute to poor mental health, as connections are essential for resilience. Poor coping skills is an issue because without healthy coping mechanisms, individuals may struggle with stress and emotional challenges. Chronic or ongoing health conditions can contribute to a negative experience. Physical and mental health are connected. Chronic illness can increase stress and anxiety. Substance use, abuse, or misuse can lead to a lot of issues. Substance can lead to dependency and worsen mental health conditions, causing problems at work, at home, and it could even include the legal system. Addressing these factors highlights the need for supportive environments, accessible resources, and early interventions to foster mental well-being. Raising awareness about mental health is essential to creating a compassionate, supportive society. By normalizing conversations around mental health, we can dismantle that stigma and make it easier for individuals to seek help without fear of judgment. Early recognition and intervention can drastically change outcomes, making education about mental health crucial for everyone. When communities embrace mental health awareness, they foster understanding and connection, creating a network of support for those who need it. Lastly, enhancing access to resources and treatment ensures that people can find the help they need, contributing to a healthier and more resilient society. And I think that is what we need. All right, so in the U.S., mental health affects a significant portion of the adult populations. About 59.3 million adults, 23% of the population, or nearly 1 in 4, live with a mental health condition. This means that at any group of 4 adults, one out of 4 likely faces mental health challenges. Each year, 1 in 5 adults experiences a mental illness, ranging from anxiety and depression to more severe conditions like bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. Despite that need, only 30 million of those 59.3 million adults receive treatment. Barriers like treatment costs, limited access to professionals, and stigma prevent many from seeking help. These statistics emphasize the importance of accessible mental health care and breaking down barriers to support them. Mental health is just as crucial as physical health. They impact relationships, work, and your quality of life. Recognizing the prevalence of mental health issues fosters compassion and encourages a safe, judgment-free environment for seeking help. So let's take a look at how mental health affects young people. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, about one in 6 youth between the age of 6 and 17 experiences a mental health disorder each year. This could include things like anxiety, depression, ADHD, autism, or other conditions that can impact their mood, behavior, and ability to focus. When we think about mental health challenges that affect young people, we can see things that they may struggle with in different areas of their lives. For instance, mental health issues can make it difficult for them to concentrate in school, for them to keep up with their homework, and even affect their relationships with their friends and their family. This is a time in life where kids and teens are learning who they are and building foundations for adulthood. So facing these challenges early on can really shape their future. I mean, that's what we want. It's important to think about some of the unique pressures that kids and teens face today. Social media, for example, it can create a lot of stress and comparisons that did not exist before. On top of that, academic expectations, peer pressure, and sometimes family issues can add to the load. That's why getting help early is so important. Early support, whether through counseling, talking to a trusted adult, or even learning coping skills, can make a huge difference. By addressing mental health issues early on, young people have a better chance to grow into adulthood with a strong foundation in managing their mental health. So it is essential to remember that mental health is just as important. I'm going to keep saying it, y'all. I'm going to keep saying it. It is just as important as our physical health. And reaching out for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. We all need to create an environment where young people, even adults, can feel comfortable seeking help when they need it. So this slide emphasizes why early mental health support is so crucial. Research shows that half of all mental health conditions start by age 14. And by the age of 24, that number rises to 75%. This means that the majority of mental health issues emerge during adolescence and young adulthood. Providing support early on can make a significant difference. When young people receive the help that they need early, it reduces the long-term impact of these conditions, and it helps them build resilience, equipping them and making them able to handle challenges more effectively as they grow. This is why mental health resources in schools and youth programs are essential. By making support accessible in these environments, we not only give kids and young adults the tools that they need to manage their mental health, but we also make seeking help feel normal and accepted. This creates a more supportive culture around mental health, one where young people feel safe reaching out for help without that fear of judgment. And as a young kid, trying to seek out help is kind of scary, and even for adults it is. But ultimately, early intervention leads to better outcomes, empowering young people to lead healthier, more resilient lives and strengthening our community as a whole. And when we start early like this, our children turn out to be better adults than we are. They have that capability of being able to handle things because we realize that, okay, they need help early. So, minority youth face a unique health challenge influenced by social determinants like socioeconomic status, access to education, neighborhood conditions, and healthcare availability. These factors shape how mental health services are accessed and understood, often adding extra layers of stress, anxiety, and trauma. Experience of racial discrimination, economic hardship, and community resource gaps contribute to these challenges. Even when resources are available, they may lack the cultural sensitivity, reducing their effectiveness. Youth minority also navigate cultural pressures and potentially identity conflicts, which can lead to feelings of isolation and impact self-esteem. To support these youth, it is very crucial for schools, healthcare providers, and communities to collaborate. Schools can be hubs for early intervention, offering culturally competent care and creating safe spaces where youth feel understood. Ultimately, providing welcoming and inclusive resources can make a lasting difference, empowering minority youth to seek help and build resilience. Through culturally sensitive support, we can help foster mental well-being and long-term positive outcomes. Okay, so let's talk about Massachusetts. So Massachusetts ranks first in the U.S. for mental health care according to the Mental Health America's 2023 report, which evaluates factors like prevalence of conditions and access to services. This ranking reflects strong policies focused on reducing stigma, improving early detection, and expanding mental health services. However, despite this ranking, barriers still exist. Many residents face challenges with affordability and availability of services. High demand has created long wait times and a shortage in mental health professionals in some areas, highlighting the need for continued investment. The National Alliance on Mental Health reports that approximately 363,000 adults in Massachusetts couldn't access needed mental health care in 2022, with cost being the major barrier. This underscores that even in a resource-rich state, financial constraints can prevent access to timely care. And in Boston, this demand is also reflected in emergency department visits. In 2021, the city had 470 mental health-related ED visits per 10,000 residents, showing that many turn to emergency services as a last resort when regular mental health care is inaccessible. To address these issues, Massachusetts must invest in affordable and accessible community-based mental health resources such as crisis intervention teams and 24-hour hotlines to reduce emergency room dependency and ensure that everyone receives appropriate support. Okay, so mental health issues have a profound economic impact, both nationally and globally, highlighting the urgent need for effective intervention. In the U.S., mental health conditions cost the economy approximately $282 billion each year. This figure includes direct health care costs like hospital stays, therapy, medication, as well as costs shouldered by government programs and charities. There are also substantial indirect costs from lost productivity, as untreated mental health issues can lead to decreased work output and income loss. Mental health challenges are also significant within this justice and the homelessness systems. Many incarcerated and homeless individuals suffer from untreated mental health conditions, leading to increased costs in healthcare, housing, and social services. Addressing mental health needs early could reduce recidivism and alleviate the financial load on these systems. Globally, mental health conditions are projected to cost around $16 trillion by 2030, largely due to lost productivity, which amounts to 12 billion workdays lost annually. This ripple effect affects incomes, family stability, and economic health worldwide. Investing in mental health resources is essential. By improving access to care and early interventions, we can reduce economic burdens, support individual well-being, and create a more stable, productive society for all. For all. So, common misconceptions. Mental health issues are not a sign of weakness. I'm going to keep saying that, y'all. Mental health issues are not a sign of weakness, but a common part of life, influenced by genetics, trauma, and stressors. Just as with physical health, mental well-being is essential to overall health. Recognizing this can reduce the stigma and encourage people to seek support without shame. Mental health conditions like depression or anxiety can be as debilitating as physical illness, impacting daily life. Some people can't get out of their bed, leave their home, take a shower. Ignoring mental health creates a dangerous divide, as untreated issues can lead to physical health problems. Treating mental health with the same importance as physical health is key to overall well-being. Regular attention and care are necessary. Mental health, like I said, I'm going to keep saying, mental health requires ongoing care, just like physical health. Practices like mindfulness, exercise, and sometimes professional help can support mental well-being. Normalizing this view empowers people to seek help instead of feeling pressured to tough it out. You know, I'm sure you've heard it. I've heard it. Just tough it out. Put on your big girl panties. You know, things like that. That's just crazy. You should make sure that you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health. A balanced approach to health includes both mental and physical well-being. Neglecting mental health affects relationships, work, and physical health. Promoting holistic health encourages resilience and a better quality of life. Creating a culture where seeking help is seen as a strength. In summation, mental health deserves the same care and attention as physical health, fostering a healthier, more supportive society. Okay, so mental health significantly influences multiple aspects of daily life, affecting relationships, work, physical health, and personal well-being. Mental health challenges such as depression and anxiety can strain connections with loved ones by making communication and social interactions more difficult. This can lead to social withdrawals, isolation, and a cycle of loneliness, further impacting well-being. And as far as the workplace impact, poor mental health affects focus, memory, and productivity, potentially straining the team dynamics and reducing job satisfaction. Mental health struggles can also lead to absenteeism, impacting career stability and financial health. Physical health, the mind and body are closely linked. Chronic stress, anxiety, and depression elevate risk for physical conditions such as hypertension, other cardiovascular issues, diabetes. Mental health issues can worsen existing conditions, affecting overall health. And as far as your self-worth and well-being, mental health issues often reduce a person's sense of purpose, enjoyment, and self-esteem, leading to a feeling of being stuck or disconnected from life's meaning. This impacts daily satisfaction and personal growth. If left unaddressed, mental health concerns compound over time, affecting quality of life, increasing chronic health risk, and intensifying social isolation. Stigma around mental health can prevent people from seeking help, worsening these effects. In summary, a holistic approach to mental health, including therapy, support networks, and community resources, promotes resilience, enhances quality of life, and supports overall well-being, benefiting individuals and society as a whole. When it comes to mental health challenges in adults, recognizing the signs can be a critical first step in supporting well-being, whether for ourselves or for those that we care about. Persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness that linger beyond a few weeks may signal more than just a passing mood. It's also essential to consider changes in behavior, such as withdrawing from friends, family, or activities that we once enjoyed. This withdrawal often serves as a protective response from someone who is struggling, but it can actually deepen the feelings of isolation and increase hopelessness. Another common indicator is difficulty concentrating or making decisions. If you or a loved one finds that everyday tasks feel overwhelming or decisions seem harder to make than usual, it could be a sign that mental health support is needed. Mood swings are another notable sign, which, while occasional changes in mood are normal, extreme shifts between highs and lows, irritability, or anger outbursts that seem disproportionate to the situation can indicate that there's an underlying issue. Changes in physical health, like sleeping too much or too little, a notable shift in appetite, or unexplained aches and pains often are overlooked as sign of mental distress. For instance, headaches and stomach aches without a clear medical cause can be expressions of anxiety or depression. In severe case, thoughts of self-harm or suicide might arise, which should never be ignored. Recognizing these signs can feel challenging, especially because we tend to overlook symptoms in ourselves or assume they'll pass. However, noticing these shifts, whether they're in your own behavior or in a friend or family member, can be the first step in encouraging a conversation or seeking professional help. It's crucial to normalize looking out for these signs and to approach them with empathy and support, as mental health is an essential part of overall wellness. So, recognizing mental health challenges in children and adolescents requires a nuanced approach, as they often express distress differently from adults. Changes in school performance, like struggling academically or frequent absences, may be early indicators of emotional difficulties. Young children may become clingy or have trouble separating from caregivers, signaling anxiety or insecurity. Children often show emotions through behavior rather than words. Persistent fears, frequent tantrums, excessive worry, or hyperactivity can suggest underlying issues. Physical complaints like unexplained stomach aches or headaches are also common signs, especially when children lack the words to express their emotions. Sudden behavioral changes like becoming aggressive, withdrawn, or avoiding friends are concerning, as are difficulties with friendships. Recognizing these signs allows adults to create a supportive environment where children feel safe discussing their feelings. Early recognition and compassionate support can make a significant difference in managing mental health for young people. Seeking help for mental health can be tough. It is a big step, and for many, it feels overwhelming, especially with the stigma that sometimes surrounds it. But today, I want to walk you through some practical ways to take that first step toward getting the support you need. To start, consider reaching out to someone you trust, a friend, a family member, someone who knows you and who you feel comfortable with. Talking to someone close can be a huge relief. Just opening up can ease some of that emotional weight you're carrying. Studies show that social support is incredibly powerful for our resilience and can help us feel less alone. So, if you can, find that one person who will listen without judgment. Sometimes this first conversation can make the idea of seeking further help feel much more manageable. If you're ready to take that first step further, connecting with a mental health professional is really an empowering move. Professionals, like those here at Mind Over Matters, are here to provide a safe, non-judgmental support, whether it's counseling, medication management, or just someone to talk to. Mental health providers can bring in their expertise and compassion. And if spirituality is meaningful to you, some providers can integrate that too, adding another layer of support that feels right for you. And there's more. Beyond friends, family, and professionals, there are so many other resources out there. Crisis hotlines, online support groups, and local community programs. Crisis hotlines are fantastic for immediate support, while support groups, whether virtual or in person, offer a sense of community and shared experience. Sometimes knowing you're not the only one going through this can make a world of difference. Now, here's the bottom line. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness. And I will say that again. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. Deciding to seek support takes courage and is one of the most powerful acts of self-care. Research backs this up too. People who view self-help, or not self-help, help seeking as a strength have better mental health outcomes. And remember, you're not alone in this. There's a network of people, friends, family, professionals, communities ready to stand by you. Recovery might be a journey, but with support, it's one you do not have to travel alone. So stay hopeful, stay persistent, and know that help is always available. So let's talk about why mental health mental health matters. It's not just a part of our well-being, it's the foundation. When we prioritize mental health, it impacts every aspect of our lives. How we handle stress, make decisions, build relationships, and take care of our physical health is essential. Just like physical health, taking care of mental well-being is essential for a balanced, fulfilling life. One of the most powerful things we can do is to start the conversation. Talking openly about mental health with friends, family, or professionals helps break down that stigma or shaming. So many people struggle in silence, often fearing judgment or not knowing where to turn for help. But if we create a community where it is safe to talk about these issues, we're encouraging compassion, understanding, and acceptance. If you're ready to seek help, Mind Over Matters Therapeutic and Wellness Services, we're here for you. We offer a compassionate, holistic approach to mental health care, and you can reach us by phone, email, or on our website, which will be on the next slide. For those in immediate distress, there are 24/7 options like 988, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can call or text 988 anytime to connect with trained counselors. There's also a crisis text line. Simply text HOME to 741-741. And if you're in Massachusetts, the Behavioral Helpline is available at 833-773-2445 for around-the-clock support. Finally, if this video has been helpful, please subscribe, like, and share it. Spreading awareness ensures that more people understand the importance of mental health and know where to find help. By sharing, you might even help someone take that first crucial step toward support. Together, we can build a community where mental health is a shared priority and everyone feels encouraged to seek the help they deserve. So, at Mind Over Matters, we believe in empowering you to become the best version of yourself. We are honored to support you in your journey toward mental wellness, growth, and personal transformation. We're located in Lakeville. Our email address is listed, our website is listed, and our YouTube should be linked below. And we're located in Lakeville, Massachusetts. So let's walk this journey together. I would love to be your partner on this journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Let's take each step on purpose with compassion and the hope for a brighter future. Thank you for considering Mind Over Matters Therapeutic and Wellness Services as part of your wellness journey. Have a great day.